Good morning. Look, the concrete's wet. It hasn't rained much, but it did rain just a touch there this morning. It wasn't even a 10. Supposedly there's more coming today. I hope we get some because we need it bad. Things are mighty different than they were a week ago. A week ago we woke up and we were starting to rain, and it was, starting to get dry on top, but we had plenty of rain, and after a week of 90-degree temperatures and no rain where we missed all of it, now we're hurting. We could use some rain. So hopefully this keeps going and we get some more here this afternoon. A good inch of rain would go a long ways for us. The next few days are supposed to be drier, a little cooler, but dry. So we could use it. Plan is to get the corn planter backed out today, finish power washing this, and get it put away. We've got a very busy week here on the farm. We've got a lot to do, getting ready for wheat harvest. Step one is to get the corn planter cleaned up so we can get it put away. We need to get the bean head out, combine out, get the bean head gone through. We also need to take the power washer, the gas power washer, down to Berkey and clean up our anhydrous bar and park that, get our grain cart brought back up here. So those things are all on the agenda. We're going to keep our 360 rain running as long as it's not raining, which this doesn't count. We'll see. We might get to shut it off later today, but we are making our third pass over the field now. I refilled the fertilizer tank yesterday, so that's all working really good. And wheat harvest is coming soon. I think we're about a week out, but we'll see. So Dad's working out here in the new barn on some stuff. I thought I'd come check it out. So we built this building here with the intent of storing some of our dry fertilizer in it. Dry fertilizer that I bought last week. We don't have to take delivery just yet, but we had a bunch of potash coming and it's going to get piled in here. That's why we've got the big concrete walls so we can push against it to scoop it up, to load our spreader, all that kind of stuff. Dad is concerned about, one, fertilizer being against our steel and getting caught up on this ledge, and it causing rust and things, which we knew was an issue when we decided on a metal building. But he sprayed it and coated it with this nice, heavy, thick paint. It's actually foundation coating, but it should help protect everything, seal it up real good. But you'll notice that he is lining the interior walls. He has intentions of doing that, not only because he wants to put boards up here, but also because this will stiffen it, and if the fertilizer gets piled up above the concrete, it gives us something much more solid to pile against and push against, so that it's not pushing against the steel and bowing our walls out. So he has been working diligently here at making these boards. This is such overkill, but he's got these 1.125" thick, tongue and grooved, really nice boards. He's got sealed up on all the sides, and after he gets his 2x4s up there, he's going to tongue and groove line the inside up about 4 or 6 feet with these really nice boards, and that will keep us from pushing into the steel, and also bring it out level or even with the edge of the concrete, so there's not a ledge here for anything to get caught on and sit there. So yeah, he's working on that. Well, there's the rain tapered off. We had 700ths, it says, according to our rain gauge here, which is good, but not nearly enough. I was wondering if it's too muddy up at the rain field that we need to shut our machine off, but pulled up the cameras, and I can check our front tire there. It's not picking up mud, so we're just going to let it run. You can tell the corn is wet, but no, not that one, this one. It looks okay. Come on. Corn's growing. Looks good. If you didn't see my short or my TikTok from last night, or this morning, I guess, I have a check strip up there that is very evident that it's not getting water compared to the rows right next to it, because that corn was hurting yesterday. It was curling up pretty tight. All right, well, let's back our corn planter out here and unfold it, and we'll start washing this off. It shouldn't take real long. I want to get the foam cannon out and foam it and rinse everything down good. but we've already got the heavy dirt off. And I winterized, got all the fertilizer stuff done. So that should be all we need to do. Got the planter out, so like I said, it's mostly clean, but we got, you know, this kind of stuff that I want to rinse off. I want to foam it. I actually got some salt neutralizing soap that we're going to start with, because our fertilizer is salty and it kind of tends to build up on stuff, and I don't know if it'll make any difference in how clean we can get things or not, but we're going to start with that, try and keep things from rusting a little bit, and then we'll probably put some of our anti-clean foam or some soap foam on and rinse her down and call her good enough. Yeah, see, like this is all salt residue, so I'm hoping my salt foam will take some of that off. We'll find out. This is what we got. We're going to try it. Just going to run it through the foam cannon. This isn't the super foamy stuff, but that's not the point. Just try and get some of it on everything, especially any spots where there's some of that white residue. Closing wheels, have always had it really bad in the past. Getting everything rinsed down, get that salt neutralizer off. I don't know if it does anything or not, but I bought it for my truck and I thought it worked pretty good. I don't know if I have enough salt on this to matter, is what I'm saying. Alright, well, we got all that washed off. I rinsed the planter down as best I could. I don't think it's too bad. We're getting our anti-clean soap out here. And we're just going to foam everything, let it melt any little residue and dirt off. Rinse it down and call it good enough. Grayson's here. He wanted to help a little bit. The hoses and seed tubes up on the top, delivery tubes, those things, the dirt sticks to really bad. I'm hoping the foam will help, the soap will help take some of that off. Alright, well, I did a little rinsing inside here. Now he's going to do the outside of this, and then we'll go around the back into the other side. I took him on Saturday up to Greenmark to the John Deere dealer, and Brayson's got his eye on a big toy combine that was very expensive, and I told him he had to earn it and work it off before I would buy it for him. So I think he came to work this morning hoping to do that. Clean-ish. Clean enough. It's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. We'll fold her up, get her put away here in a little bit. We'll go see. Rylan was running the lawn sweeper, I think, with my little lawnmower, and I think he needed Brayson's help because they both walked off this way. I'm guessing he's got it full of wet grass and can't get it empty. We're gonna go see. Or he got stuck. He may have gotten stuck and he just doesn't want my help. Want me to know is what it is, but that's okay. We'll help him out. He's doing a good job. You're all right. Brian, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. No big deal. It is fine.
Can't get it.
The tires are spinning on your lawnmower when you had it hooked up?
I knew it wasn't stuck. It was just because this was too heavy.
Yeah. Well, you know the grass is all wet from the rain this morning?
Yeah.
It's probably not a great thing to be doing right now. You should wait till it dries off later. That's okay. We'll get it out of here. Let's hook this back up. The lawnmower has more power than you do. It'll pull better than you can, so even if the tires are spinning, that's still the better way to do it. Can you back it up here? Okay.
It's not gonna come.
All right, we got her hooked back up. Okay, go forward. Turn. Okay, here's part of your problem here, bub. You got a whole bunch of weeds and stuff stuck in your brush because you went in that thick stuff. Get back in the grass. Let's see if we can back it up and unwind some of that. Turn, 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 turn. Don't go in the mud. Okay, stop. Go backwards. The brush doesn't go backwards. All right, stop. Yeah, you can't go into really tall stuff.
I feel like the go-kart would be good for
The go-kart? Or the golf cart?
go-kart.
The go-kart? No, there's no hitch on the go-kart. It wouldn't work. You can use the lawnmower. Yeah, I see it. All right. Are you going to keep going? Or are you going to wait till it dries? Good idea. Go park it somewhere. I mowed lawn on Saturday, and it was a little tall, so he just can't help himself. Yesterday, he did all of our lawn, and he did a really good job. Like pass after pass, back and forth, went straight. He did good. I'm training him to run this lawnmower without the blades on it, so the next year I can have him actually mowing lawn with it. All right, so a month or so ago, about a month ago, when we started up our 360 rain for the first time, I took a TikTok of it and threw it up on the internet. And that TikTok now is approaching 11 million views, along with some follow-ups and a bunch of YouTube content and stuff. The people over at the 360 Yield Center and 360 Rain were fairly appreciative, we'll say. And they asked for my address so they could send me a box of stuff. I got it this weekend. I'll show you what they gave me. Check this out. Got a fancy igloo cooler. Move that box, please. Put it on the floor. Or there. Got the 360 Rain logo on it. Got another Rain sticker on the back. That's a pretty cool sticker right there. Open her up here. Comes with a thank you note. Stuffed full of some other goodies. A couple of 360 Rain hats. Nice. Got some 360 Rain gloves. Nice. I like that style of gloves. And looks like we got a bunch of t-shirts and stuff here. Let's see. Oh, there's some stickers. Oh, sweet. Got some of those stickers. Let's open the shirts up. Got this nice 360 Rain button down that's like a dry fit material. Nice. We got a pocket tee with the 360 logo on the sleeve. And we got another 360 t-shirt. So thank you to them. I mean, they got more exposure and better advertising out of one video than however much they've paid for advertising. But hey, it was cool. It helps me out as well. So thank you to 360. Yeah, it's still running. It's working. Getting her folded up, and we're gonna put her away. Yes, it was used when we bought it. It was only 1 year. Had only been used for 1 year, but it was used. All right, we're just gonna put this in the shop for right now. We'll come back this afternoon and move some equipment around. We'll get the combine and the bean head out. Yeah, that's the plan. Ah, well, we're just eating lunch at the house and started raining. I had to get some stuff down here. It's all wrapped in plastic, but we hurried down here.
60 miles per hour.
I did, on the road. And so now it's raining. We got some more rain. Let's see what it adds up to. Let her rain. Let her rain. But I have some news. I have some exciting news. A couple of things. Let me show you what we got here. So what we have here is a product called Tech Magnum. It is manganese sulfate. It's 32% manganese, 19% sulfur, and it's manganese sulfate. This is a soluble form. We're going to spray this on some of our crops that are deficient in manganese. So, the few spots that we have that are extremely high organic matter, meaning the muck pockets that we have, and we don't have a lot of acres of it, maybe 20, 30 acres, scattered between 4 or 5 different fields. The organic matter ties up manganese, and so the beans turn yellow. I'll go over there and show you someday what they look like, but it's very evident right now. And the best way to put it on is not to build the soil levels because it will get tied up. It's to do it foliarly. And so we really like this soluble manganese sulfate for that because it has an almost instant plant response. You can spray it one day, go back the next day, and the beans are green. And so we're going to go and do that as soon as it's no longer raining like this. Now, a lot of people will use a liquid manganese sulfate, and we have done that in the past as well. I don't know if I can get through here or not. In fact, I have some jugs of it. I have a couple jugs of it over here in the south part of this barn. Right here, this product, it's 4% nitrogen, 2.5% sulfur, 4% manganese. And it's fine. It works, kind of. It's not as good as the manganese sulfate. Dad doesn't really like the liquid stuff. He just doesn't have as good of a response. And so we use the dry. We had bought a full pallet of that TechMag stuff probably 10 years ago, and it'll last us a long time. We spray it about 2 pounds to the acre. They are 55-pound bags. Really, they're 25 kilos. I think this stuff comes out of Mexico. And so this pallet, we bought 25 bags here. It'll last us for a couple of years. But we might have to spray it 2 or 3 or 4 times throughout the year because the deficiency keeps coming back. So really like it. The problem with the dry stuff and the soluble powder is that you can't mix it with anything. So we can't mix it with glyphosate if we're spraying it out there trying to kill weeds or anything like that. It has to be its own separate application. And because it's the muck pockets and the stuff that nobody likes to spray with the big sprayer, we kind of got a little lax and didn't do a great job of doing that. But we have another way now. We've got our spray drone here that we are all set up and ready to go, waiting on the FAA. This will allow us to spray that as often and whenever needed, no matter what the weather is, as long as it's not actively raining like this, and not have to worry about the ground conditions and getting the big sprayer stuck and, you know, that issue. That was a big factor in why we bought that drone, because we knew we have these acres that need that. They need that application, but we don't like to do it with a big sprayer. So not only does it let me do tassel fungicide, it's going to let me do this manganese sulfate on soybeans specifically that really, really need it. Now, as for the other big exciting news, about an hour ago I got my operating certificate. I am fully legal to fly that drone. So we're gonna start figuring it out, doing some test flights and stuff. I bought some water contact paper. We're gonna do some pattern testing, and then we're gonna start doing some test flights. And flying on manganese sulfate is the perfect place to do some test flights and get some experience before we start needing to do tassel fungicide here in 3, 4, or 5 weeks from now. So yeah, the boys and I are gonna watch it rain here for a little bit. This is gonna add up some. Oh, we should probably shut the rain off, huh? Should do that. So it's still running right now, but you can see we're starting to pick up some mud on our steer tire. So we're gonna shut her down and see what the rain does. Rylan, stop pushing stuff until I tell you to. I gotta get the right spot. We're gonna go back to our home page here. All right, see where it says change?
Yeah.
Push change.
Can I push the next one?
No, I guess we don't need to change anything. We need to push stop. We're gonna leave it right where it's at. We're not gonna send it home. Confirm. Okay, and it is stopped. It shuts the well down. Focus. Pressure's dropping. And it's at 0 inches per second. It'll run for a little bit here and shut itself down. It is kind of clear in the back of the field right now, which isn't a great spot for it to be when it starts raining, but it is what it is. We got that much of the field, everything that's blue, covered for the second time in a week, basically. So we started it last week on Monday morning. It's Monday at noon, 1 o'clock now, and we're over probably, that's got to be 55 to 60 acres in blue there. So 170 plus 60, Be 230 acres a week. I don't think that's too bad with it. This is an awesome rain. Look at this. Ah, what a deal. You guys, this is awesome. We're sitting at almost 4/10 already. Oh, yes. Rain, baby, rain. I was really hoping we were going to catch some today because there's no rain in the forecast for the next 2 or 3 days. And we are getting very dry. This helps tremendously. So in the last 15 minutes that it's been raining here, the sky has put as much water on all of our fields as what our 360 rain can do on one field in 5 days. Yeah, this is more efficient. I mean, that rain is awesome, and I'm glad that we have it. It helps a lot when it doesn't. It's helped all week. I mean, it's made a huge difference, but it's still better when it rains. And also, the fact that we get this is why that 360 rain is sufficient for what we're doing, and why I don't need to be able to do it faster. Because I'm not relying on that to water all of our corn. Like, it doesn't have to supply all the water. It is supplemental for when we start to get dry. We still rely on rainfall. And we live in the eastern corn belt in Michigan and Ohio here. Like, we average 35 to 40 inches of rain a year. We're not in Nebraska. We are not in Kansas and out west where if they get 20 inches of rain, they're feeling good. I don't have to put on an inch of rain every week to keep my crops alive on all of our fields. That's not where we live. It's not a very big cell, but man, did we get lucky on this one. We've been missing them all week, so it was our turn, but yeah, we got a lot of water flowing. Coming off the barn right there. Awesome. What are we up to here? Let's see. Check the WeatherLink app. 0.64. Oh, yes. Well, my plan here was to get our corn planter put back in here. Take this out. We need to put a new cutter bar knife sections on. I should see if we got them or if I need to order some. We probably do. Need to order some. We got to get the combine out. We may just kind of spin it around and back the combine in over here, move that spreader so that we can pick the head up and work on it back here. Gives us a nice area to work on the bean head, not outside on concrete. But yeah, so I need to get the corn planter in here. Normally I put the corn planter against the wall and the bean planter next to it. I don't know if we're going to do that this year because I already got the bean planter in there, or just put the corn planter here. Or, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Reorganize some stuff. But we're not doing it in the rain. Dad and Brayson are going to cut some logs up here. I'm going to go work in the office for a little bit. What a great rain. We ended up with just about an inch here, which is awesome. And there may be more coming, we'll see, but this is good for now. The next shot of heavy rain is about to hit, so we're hanging out and watching. Where's the beer fridge? Well, that was another 1/4 of an inch. We're up to 1.27 for the day. Ah, what a deal. I think that might be it, but we'll see. Came up to the irrigated field here. Well, that's not good. We didn't get near as much rain here. 2/10. We had 1 inch and 2/10 at home. Huh. Okay. Let's walk out here and verify if that's what it actually looks like. If that's the case, we better be starting this thing back up here later, or probably tomorrow, as soon as it's not sticky. I mean, it's wet on top, but it also just rained here less than an hour ago. Did we miss it this morning completely? I mean, this is sandy, but it's wet. It's not muddy. Okay. Well, bummer. Corn looks good. It's growing. Looks fantastic. Just not as much rain as I was hoping. Totally forgot to wrap this one up. So yeah, we did not get near as much rain up at the irrigated field. We had 2/10 up there, which is great. I'm glad to get it. But yeah, I started the rain back up at about 7:30, 8 o'clock tonight, and so it is running. It's dried off on top, so kind of helps us catch up a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna keep getting across that field, which is good from a perspective that I can keep putting fertilizer on, and so that's good. The rest of our stuff to the south here, we got a really nice rain. I drove around a little bit, went to the west. It looked like more rain to the west, so overall, we'll take it. We're in pretty good shape, and it'll be fine. So tomorrow, we should be able to get the combine out, start working on that bean head, working on getting ready for wheat harvest. So thanks for watching today, guys. Hit that like and subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you leave them down below. And really appreciate you watching all this stuff and following along. We'll see you in the morning.